So often we can be great accountability partners to everyone else and to everyone else's dreams and everyone else's goals. But then when it comes time for our dreams, our goals, and our priorities, we let ourselves off the hook. We tell ourselves, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll get to it in a second. Oh, if I didn't get it done today, it's okay. We have got to get to a place where we stop letting ourselves off the hook and where we stop putting what our desires are last. There was this really cool thing that someone told me that I cannot get out of my mind. Actually, I was reading it in a book, and it was talking about how women in general, if you think about a glass vase, and if you think about water being poured into that vase, and that water is like things being poured into you, hope and dreams and love and all that being poured into you. We as women have a tendency to to lean our vase over if it tilts and tilts and tilts enough. And that doesn't help anybody. What that message goes on to say, if we just stand still and allow all of that water to pour into us, what happens once your vase actually gets full? It overflows. And when it overflows, it hits everybody around you. If I start feeling something, like something that just doesn't feel good, and I always call it like, a gray cloud. Like I could be completely fine, but if I feel a gray cloud, I have to ask myself, what is the problem? And oftentimes we don't even ask ourselves, like, what is giving me this gloomy feeling right now? And sometimes it could be because, I was supposed to make this payment, completely forget. And I know that, tomorrow a late fee is going to happen. That one thing, because I haven't acknowledged it, is going to seep into everything else and make me feel like my whole world is gloomy. No, just go and pay that bill over there. And so then I pay, I'm like, oh, I'm good again. So yeah, you have to at least ask yourself, what is the problem? Celebrate yourself. It'll start filling up your own tank on how valuable you actually are. Mm-hmm. And you'll start seeing yourself the way that other people are seeing you too. A part of remembering how valuable you are is receiving and accepting compliments. That is a huge deal. When someone says, hey, you did something pretty awesome, and our first notion is, well, I could have done it better. You're completely pushing off that thing that's going to fill up your cup too. So you have to be careful with that. You don't need other people to validate you. But when it does happen, if at minimum you say thank you. We often push off compliments and praise, but when you can use it to fill up that tank, go ahead and do it. Do not depend on it, because you can validate yourself.